Welcome to the Prep Zone. My name is Grant Yenny, and tonight we're here at Lakeshore High School for pre-district action as DeLaSalle travels to take on the Lakeshore Titans. Now let's bring in our analyst, Coach Tiger Edwards. Coach, tell us about both teams.
Both teams. I consider them the new kids on the block. Now you say, DeLaSalle new? They're 70 years old. But the last 7 years they've been in the playoffs, 8 years they've been in the playoffs. The previous 62, 6 times. So they're the new kids in the block, AAA. Quad A, the new kids on the block, Lakeshore. So Lakeshore's got Christian Westcott over 1,000 yards, 20 touchdowns, big offensive power. DeLaSalle, a little banged up this evening, but one of the finest defensive minds in the metro area. Coach Eddie Jaguillard, will his plan stand up tonight?
Thanks, Coach. We'll have more analysis from the press box. I spoke with both coaches moments ago. Let's hear what they had to say, and we'll get to the action. Pre-game with Coach Jones. Coach, last time we saw your team was week 1, the win versus Fontainebleau. You're 4-0, but how has your team improved since then?
Well, we've been lucky to stay healthy. That's kind of the biggest thing as you go through the season. I know DeLaSalle's struggling with some injuries right now. But we've improved. I still worry about our ability to hang on to the ball. We've had some turnovers that we don't need to have. And just our overall execution needs to get better.
And DeLaSalle has some talent, some Division I recruited talent. What's it going to take to beat them tonight?
They're good, man. They're very good. They got good size up front on both sides. Their defensive front is very, very stout. They got some good players in the back end. We have to protect the ball. We got to limit the penalties, and we got to just play a clean football game. Pre-game with Coach Manali. Coach, this is the first time we're seeing your team in the prep zone. Can you give us a rundown on how your season has been so far?
A lot of lessons been learned. It's a different season for us. We've been very, very successful here at DeLaSalle, and we had to face plenty of adversity. We lost some very key players. Been 8 years here at DeLaSalle. We never had to face the adversity like we had this year with season-ending injuries. But but we all work hard all season long, and a lot of youngsters getting quality playing time. So it's been good, and we pray for the ones for a healthy recovery, the ones that we did lose.
Lakeshore hasn't lost at home since 2016. What's it going to take to beat them here at home tonight?
They're tough. They're well coached. There's not many weaknesses. We're just going to have to believe in what we do, eliminate any kind of distractions, don't beat ourselves, and find a way. They don't turn it over, but find a way to win a ball security battle.
DeLaSalle will kick off to get us underway here in this matchup at Lakeshore High School. Kickoff, Brendan Perry returns it, coming near side. Still working it up the middle to about the 25-yard line where he'll be brought down by Jalen Ned.
Little spin around there on the return. Someone got a hand on his jersey and spin him around.
It'll be first and 10.
So we'll get our
Titans at their own 26-yard line.
look here at the Lakeshore offense. Christian Westcott and Lowry in the backfield. Westcott, 44 of 75, 2 interceptions for 781 yards and 9 touchdowns through the air. This handoff goes to Max Lowry, and he'll be brought down with force by Ashton Robinson.
Man, I told you, Coach Eddie Jaguillard is going to have a plan. I view Lakeshore as a throw to set up the run. That time they started off running. They may have to try to find something else. The throw.
And on second down, Westcott alone in the backfield, calling for it. He'll keep it himself, working it up the middle. Has room, still on his feet, crossing the 30, still going forward. It takes a whole host of DeLaSalle players to bring him down.
Right there. Just tucked to the left side, stayed behind his block, and kept his feet going. He's like a fullback.
Absolutely. They Westcott on the season running the ball, as there is a flag down and they talk it over. Westcott, 46 carries coming into tonight, 389 yards, 11 touchdowns.
Wow. That's on the ground, 9 in the air, 20 total.
Yeah, 20 total.
A lot of yards. But we have
his first year as a quarterback. But, yeah, there was a flag down as they discussed this one. You'll see Christian Westcott go both ways in this one tonight, also playing on the defensive line.
Man, if you're a player, you got to play. Players play.
Yeah, he was the defensive MVP last year. Still awaiting the call here from the White Hat. And a face mask.
Second one declined,
15
15-yard. So good run there. Picks up a first down and then some with the penalty.
Yeah, so now they're on DeLaSalle side of the field at the 49-yard line. 1st and 10.
Empty backfield.
Motion Smeraldo calling for it. Westcott will keep it himself. He was looking to cut outside and brought down by a host of DeLaSalle players there, led by Jalen Ned.
I don't know if you saw there, but the linebacker was, once he went in motion, the linebacker on the opposite side was blitzing. So that there's some tendency or something that they're trying to pick up. They could take their front, and they could be, with the motion going back, slanting one way and sending the backers the other way. So it's going to be a chess match for sure.
Trips to the top of your screen. Westcott calling for it, fakes the pitch out to Lowry, and he's met in the backfield and wrestled down by Jamarian Peterson.
Brought down by Jamarian Peterson on the loss on the play. Loss of 4. That'll bring up a 3rd down, and looks like 13.
Peterson, a junior for this DeLaSalle team. You talk about a chess match. In this one, you have one of the best defensive coordinators in the area on the DeLaSalle side, one of the best offensive coordinators in Richard Gilliott on this Lakeshore side.
Absolutely. They've seen the alignment.
Yeah,
Gilliatt's seen the alignment. He decided to call the play, and someone's coming.
Westcott looking downfield, slings this one out, and it's caught by his go-to receiver, Spencer Jordan. Jordan coming into this one had 13 receptions, led the team 272 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Incomplete. Who said he was out of bounds.
Oh, wow.
It's going to bring up 4th down. I'm looking for Lakeshore in this next series when they get the ball to possibly throw it more. Because that was open. He had a lot of time, too. Just incomplete on the sideline.
Bernard, the deep snapper, will snap it back to Christian Westcott.
Back deep for DeLaSalle.
Westcott gets snapped back there. Westcott punts it away. And this one looking to be returned, and he swung back and brought down by Cullen Ziegler.
Ziegler was having none of that. He was having none of that. You're not going any further than this.
So they're going to have a long field ahead of them. The
Crusaders. We've had a couple of games so far where we have these multi-talented players, like Westcott. He's going to go both ways.
Offensive side, defensive side, and the punter. Which does also help with strategy as far as should you need to fake. Your quarterback, who has a cannon, is back there to punt.
Correct.
So y'all going to 50-50, and the kitty camp on the 28.
So DeLaSalle setting up shop. Cole Milford, the quarterback, 36 of 58, 661 yards, 5 touchdowns, and 4 interceptions on the season for the sophomore.
All right, you got to tell me, baby. I'm never going to remember that. Okay. So what are we doing? Who is it? Just timeout. Who are they down there?
Milford is still running, but there's a flag way back there. On the carry there was Montrell Johnson. For DeLaSalle has offers from South Alabama and Tennessee.
Currently, he's got a labrum tear. I'm sure it's all taped up, and they won't know till after the season exactly how bad it is when they'll have surgery. But we're going to go back. Must have been, I guess we had holding?
It was behind the play. And they're going to wave it off.
They're waving it off.
So a big gain
Wow.
for DeLaSalle on the Johnson
Oh,
carry.
okay. All right.
That'll be a first down for the
But yeah,
Cavaliers.
Montreal Johnson, a tremendous player. When I actually got the starting lineup, he wasn't included in it. I guess they were gauging that shoulder.
Right.
So players
what you're
subbing in and
really
out.
kind of seeing here is kind of similar offenses. You know, quarterback in the gun, running backs, trips to the top of the screen.
In a two-back set, they have like a fullback and then Johnson. They're going to pitch it out to Johnson following a fullback, but Scalia gets there to bring him down for a loss of 2.
Good job there by Scalia of moving that play, continuing with that play out to the sideline and
Pitch was to number 10 for the Cavaliers.
causing a loss of 1.
So 2nd and 11. This one picked off! Going the other way as Christian Westcott picks it up and takes it to the house.
Wow.
My goodness, that's the kind of player he is.
Right.
Christian Westcott.
Tremendous.
Steps into
Wow,
that
I was just about to point out that in that formation, they had four people out there. One of them was a big offensive lineman type on the line of scrimmage. So I was thinking they're going to be throwing a quick screen out there, and well, they did, and so did Walcott. Think the same thing.
And Megan
Westcott,
Geddes.
excuse me.
Megan Geddes on to attempt the point after placement. Kick is up, and it is through.
It's good.
So with 8:14 to go here in the first, Lakeshore leads 7-0.
7 players. Number 5, Jalen Ned. Number 15, Duran Gilmore.
So Ned and Gilmore are back to receive this one. Zach Dollar on to kick it away for the Titans. Dollar, a two-sport athlete for Lakeshore, also a member of the state runner-up soccer team, and that'll be a touchback.
Zach Dollar all the way back into the end zone.
So now DeLaSalle will get another shot of it as the previous drive ended disastrously.
very quickly.
Yeah.
At their own 20-yard line, 1st and 10.
First and 10 from the 20-yard line.
$2 each or 3 for $5. Raffles already up to $200. So
Milford joined in the backfield by Patrick Martin. Martin has carried most of the load this season.
1 for $2, 3 for
69
$5.
carries, 270 yards, 5 touchdowns, only a freshman. Give goes, no, Milford kept it.
Milford keeps it
And
up
he'll
the
be
middle, by
stood up after a gain of about
small gain of
3 on the carry.
2 on the play. That'll bring a 2nd and 8 for the
2.
Titans.
Good fake there as it looked like Martin had the football, but nope.
So now they're going to go 3 to the right, 2 to the left, an empty set. Milford in the gun. Motion, Johnson. Milford looking to throw, slings this one out. Oh wow. Had a man open, but it was off target.
He had Porter down the seam, and because he had somebody in his face, he had to throw the ball a lot quicker than he would have, and he threw it to his outside, not the inside where it was really open.
Down.
So 3rd down for the Crusaders. Cavaliers, excuse me. My goodness.
You had a Brother Martin, flashback. That's all right.
Milford looking to throw, has Johnson complete. He'll get the first down and then some before running out of bounds.
Number 3, Montreal Johnson for first down for the Cavaliers.
The Cavaliers kept that drive going on a big 3rd down play, getting the first down and then some.
Got a little. They got Johnson out in the flat. He used his speed, turned it up the sideline, and got a first down. He had a little more time that time, did Milford.
So ball at the 37-yard line on 1st and 10. Milford calling for it. Toss
Pitch
to Johnson. And Johnson never really hit full speed there. He was kind of looking for something to open up, and it never did, and Perry brings him down behind the line.
The Titan defense strung out that play all the way to the sideline. He was looking for a place to explode, a seam to explode through, and it wasn't there. So good play defensively by the Titans.
So 2nd and 11.
Joins Milford in the backfield.
Trips left. Milford slings it out. This time complete. Running upfield, breaks a tackle, still on his feet, and he'll be pushed out of bounds at about the first down marker.
Just short of it, I think.
So a yard shy.
Went to another, like the little wide receiver screen out there. It looked like they had a couple of Titans closing in, but he accelerated off there and got it within a yard. 3rd and 1 for the Cavaliers.
Johnson going to be in the backfield. Let's see, there's a different package here. It looks like it'll be Johnson.
Is going to be
in the Wildcat.
Timeout. They're going to have to call timeout.
Johnson calls for it, looking to keep it up the middle, dancing behind his offensive lineman, looking to bounce it outside. Has room now, still on his feet, running 40, 30, and he'll be brought down about the 30-yard line by Smeraldo.
Man, he did something I don't think he should do. It's like he danced into the hole, then he backed out of it, but was able to get around and use his speed. Normally I'd say that's not the way to go, but that was the way to go.
And that's what Tennessee is looking at and likes.
Yeah, they got to like that for sure.
New package coming in. It looks like Deontay LeBranch, excuse me, calling for it. LeBranch looking to take it up the middle. He'll fight forward for about 3 yards.
I'm going to say Branch. LeBranch is listed as a defensive back. Is this their Wildcat formation, or is there something here? I don't know. I think there's going to be a timeout.
Yeah, we're going to take a heat and humidity break. It's October, but it's still hot outside. So with 5:59 remaining here in the first, Lakeshore leads 7-0.
Members joining our Lakeshore Titan cheerleaders tonight.
So 2nd down, LeBranch in the gun, motion coming across for DeLaSalle, fakes the give on the jet sweep, keeps it himself, and LeBranch fighting forward. He'll be brought down about a yard shy of the 1st down. Wabacker and Smeraldo on the stop.
Second time they've run that play, jet sweep, fake the jet sweep, and the quarterback comes behind it. They see a little seam right there, and they're getting the blocking they want versus the alignment for the Titans defense.
3rd and 1. LeBranch stays in at quarterback.
Down.
This time they shift to the right. Motion coming across. This time fakes the jet sweep again, runs into a pile, looking to bounce it outside, and he'll be dropped in the backfield by Devin Wabacher.
So that time, they came in the Jets motion, and the cornerback on the other side came in and came blitzing. So that was something they weren't expecting.
And that'll bring up 4th down for the Cavaliers.
Milford back into the game for the Cavaliers. Joined in the backfield by number 3, Montrell Johnson.
Yeah. Back to the normal crew with Milford and Johnson in the backfield. Here on 4th and 6.
Yeah, Titans are in their nickel defense right now.
Milford calling for it, looking downfield as pressure comes, slings it out, incomplete. And that is a turnover on downs forced by the Titan defense.
Our mega sponsors, TJ Maxx, Bobby Seafood.
Well, DeLaSalle went to the same play basically 3 times in a row. It's kind of like if you throw a fastball 3 times in a row, then that third one's going to go out the park.
Yep.
And it worked out for Lakeshore because they defended it real well on the third one and forced 4th down and an out on an incomplete pass.
So on 1st and 10, Lakeshore got back on the field ready to go very quickly. 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Westcott calling for it here, looking to throw, slings it out left side, and that time Spencer Jordan hauls it in.
A nice touch right there from Westcott over a linebacker. I don't know if you saw that linebacker drop back and jumped up, but he got it over the linebacker and to the receiver right near the out of bounds. This is what I think they need to do right here to loosen up DeLaSalle.
So 2nd and 2. Smeraldo in motion, calling for it. Westcott fakes the give to Lowry, takes it himself, going right side. He'll be wrestled down, and there's a flag on the field.
Flag on a play. Westcott brought down.
Again, you saw the guy go in motion, and the backside linebacker was blitzing. So that's how they're defending that particular. They feel like if they're either handed to that guy, if they're handed to the jet sweep guy or the guy going behind, they hand it to him, they got the guy blitzing him, going to run him down.
Right.
The other guys are responsible for stopping the quarterback.
The flag pushes Lakeshore back to the 21-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 14 for the Titans. This time going trips to the right. Westcott calling for it, fakes the give to Lowry, throws the screen out. It's complete, coming upfield.
To number 5, Chris Fowler.
That's Fowler on the reception, the senior wide receiver.
You'll bring up 3rd and 8, excuse me.
Yep.
Both teams, I said, kind of a mirror of each other through that wide receiver screen.
Yes.
Just then, defended pretty well. Both teams should know how to do this. They see it in practice every day.
Every day.
Yeah.
Up to $200.
This time flipping it, going trips to the left.
How about your Titan cheerleaders?
Here on 3rd and 8. Calling for it is Westcott, looking to pass. Has time. This time he'll take it himself. Running upfield, looks to lay a lick, still stays up, and he'll get the 1st down for the Titans. There we talk about that tough running from Christian Westcott.
Yeah, he tried to lower his shoulder. The guy went under him, almost got him, but not enough to trip him up. He got the 1st down as he kept chugging.
So for another fresh set of downs for the Titans. Fowler comes off.
DeLaSalle back in their regular defense. They were in the nickel that last time. They substituted out a DB and a defensive lineman in. There's the handoff.
Yeah, give goes to Lowry going right side. A flag comes down, and Lowry will be brought down after a gain of 4 on the carry. But that flag came out pretty quickly.
The handoff, and that was like basically a sweep to the right, pulling a guard or two, trying to get around the corner there. But holding, that's not good on 1st down. It's not
Let's see
how
if they
you
can
want
get
to
themselves
start.
out of it this time, because they were able to make up for it last time. But
yes, but you don't want to take your rhythm and then start slowing it down and get out of rhythm. Because this is now like a 5-play drive, and they're basically back where they
started.
Yeah.
So on 1st down, Westcott calling for it. Fakes the give to Lowry. Slings this one long. Lowry has Smeraldo in and out of his hands.
He was open. Right, he went down the seam, and Westcott laid it out for him, and Smeraldo could just not bring it in.
So 2nd and 21 for the Titans. Norris McClure checks in.
.227 remaining. Titans 7, Cavaliers 0.
So Lowry on to the right of Westcott on second down. Westcott pump fake, looking to throw as pressure starts bearing down. Looking downfield, slings this one, and he'll throw it to the cheerleaders.
Westcott, 10 for number 89, throws it away.
So that'll bring up third down for the Titans here. A 3rd and 21.
Third and 20. I thought it looked to me like they were trying to do a middle screen right there, and they got kind of hooked up in the middle, couldn't break it out, and so he had to sprint out and throw it away.
So on third down, it looks like they're going 5 wide. You see Lowry on the far right of your screen there. Calling for it, Westcott, and it's draw, taking himself, coming up, and he'll be brought down.
Interesting.
Shamar Keelan.
It appeared to me that one of the linebackers was spying Westcott. So everybody had it dropped. They had a nickel back in, 3 rushers, and one of the linebackers, which would have been the 4th rusher, was just simply sliding side to side, and once he saw Westcott run, came up to fill that spot, make the tackle.
And that'll bring up 4th down. You see Westcott back to punt.
Defense to Ron Gilmore for the Cavaliers.
Gilmore
Westcott
back to return.
Westcott to punt.
And
we
have a timeout on the field. So 1:33 to go here in the first. Lakeshore leads 7-0.
Cheerleaders have 16 for the Titans. Ron Gilmore deep for the Cavs. Westcott.
Coming out of the timeout, it's 4th and 16 for the Titans. Gilmore back to return. Good snap back from Bernard. And a beautiful punt away by Christian Westcott. Gilmore will let this one go. It's still rolling. That'll pin him inside the 20.
All the way down at the 22, Westcott.
Is down at the 17-yard line.
17-yard line for the Titans.
Now that's a weapon right there.
Absolutely. Flipping the field.
Titans 7, Cavs 0.
So DeLaSalle looking to get into the end zone. Will have long field in front of them.
They put together a couple of little drives, but not anything very sustained. Let's see what they have here.
So Milford in the gun, calling for it. Give goes Martin, and he'll be brought down by number 48, Deontay Ducree.
Brings down to 25, Patrick Martin.
So that'll make it 2nd and 5 for DeLaSalle. They wait a play from the sideline.
The thing, yeah, it's kind of slow, but here we go.
Yep. So Milford calling for it. Give goes Martin again. Martin will be about a yard shy of the first down, brought there by Lowry and Scalia. But talking about the pace, looking at their stats, they average about 35 runs a game, 15 passes a game. It's about 50 plays. In today's offense, you usually like to get significantly more than that. 50 plays a game is kind of slow.
Yeah, well, it might be that they're trying to take advantage and win the time of possession game and not put their defense back out there again. Put them in situations, especially with a lot of them being banged up.
Yeah, they lost.
To me, that's what I think is going on here.
Yeah, they lost their safety, Joseph Husband, out for the year. And then also their quarterback, Fisher Rojas. Calling for it. Milford slings this one out. And it is picked off by Max Lowry.
Nice play right there. on the deep ball.
And what a way to end the first quarter as Lakeshore leads 7-0. So first down for the Titans coming off of the Max Lowry interception. Westcott calling for it, looking downfield, has plenty of time, slings this one for Smeraldo, and it's overthrown on the near sideline.
That one I think he just floated that one and got out of his hand and basically out of bounds.
Then back to
I mean, he was open.
Yeah. Oh, wide open. Back to Max Lowry for a second, who got that interception. I was talking to Coach Richard Gilliat before the game, and he said if it was possible to give more than 100% in every practice and every game, that's what Max Lowry gives. He talked about he's a tremendous asset and leader to this Lakeshore team.
Well, you can see that with that play.
Fowler in motion. Westcott calling for it. He'll give to Fowler. Fowler still on his feet, dancing around, and he'll be German suplexed back by DeLaSalle.
He was there's going to be a block in the back on that one, as I saw someone trying to block a DeLaSalle defender who had gotten in, and he was pushing him from behind. He might have been holding him prior to that.
Awaiting the call from the officials down on the field. It seems to be, this has been a common theme the last couple of games, long discussions after the flags.
They had to let him know what the situation was so that the coach could make an educated decision.
And that one's declined, making it third down.
Yeah, understandable. It could have been third or second and
Negative 13, third 13 for the Titans.
Westcott going with the hard count. You see Westcott there pointing to Jude Milford, saying watch 9. Westcott calling for it, looking downfield. He'll take it himself, running forward, going for the stiff arm on Milford, but Milford able to drag him down at about the 40-yard line.
Milford is the guy I was telling you about earlier who – it looked like he was blitzing there, so they checked out to another play, I think, and he backed up, and he's the guy spying Westcott. So when Westcott decides to turn it on, they're deciding that Jude Milford is going to be able to make the tackle. Well, they're hoping. Let's put it that way.
Hoping he'll make it.
Hoping to make the tackle. Be a better explanation of that.
So another fourth down, and Westcott standing at the 25-yard line, looking to punt this one away. Bernard snap gets there. Bernard punts this one away. And a fair catch called by DeLaSalle. So DeLaSalle will start this drive at the 30-yard line. And 7-0, looking to get this one in the end zone.
Right now, both offenses have struggled. So it's been a little bit of a defensive battle. Obviously, the only touchdown being a defensive touchdown at this point. So both at this point, it's both the defensive coordinators are feeling good about what they got going, but both offensive coordinators are going like, we just need a little this, especially Lakeshore, because they've had a couple of guys wide open.
Yes.
So we'll see.
1st and 10 from the 30 for the Cavaliers. Milford calling for it. Give goes, and he'll be smothered by a host of Titans.
Good job right there by the defense.
Yeah,
Westcott included.
Yeah, Westcott and Wabacker.
Yeah.
Tackle there on Montrell Johnson, who, as we've talked about, is being recruited by a couple of Division I programs, including the SEC program Tennessee.
But you have to have a little blocking, to get anywhere. He was trying to dance around to find an opening, and there just was not anything there. So hats off to the Titan front line.
Milford calling for it. Give goes to Johnson again. He's met in the backfield and brought down. by Zach Bernard.
Good defense. Bernard. Penetrate, make the stop.
Zach Bernard, the leading tackler on the season, coming into this one for Lakeshore. He came into this one with 34.5, now more. They're going trips to the left, 2 to the right, empty backfield. Just Milford back there. Milford calling for it on 3rd down, and it's a draw. He'll take it himself. Up the middle, still trucking forward. Smeraldo hits him, and that stuffs him about 2 yards shy of the 1st down.
It was close. It was close. I was watching Westcott. He had to rush on the right side, and then he realized that he was pulling a Westcott. Yeah. And so then he had to he couldn't get in there. But the measurement is going to be close.
I don't know about that spot,
and
you can hear the crowd saying it as well. But
it's a 1st down, my friend.
I don't know,
because it was on the 30, and so
you hear the 40, Lakeshore faithful not happy with it.
Well, hey, if it's on the 30 and gets to the 40, if you're on the 40, you're 10 yards, is my guess.
It'll be a 1st down for the Cavaliers.
So a 1st down for the Cavaliers.
Well, I wouldn't be exactly worried. DeLaSalle has not shown the ability to throw the football right now. So all you got to do is stop the run, which they've done quite handily here in the 1st half.
Here on 1st down, Martin to the left. And it's kept by Milford, and he'll be brought down from behind.
Milford brought down by Scalia.
By Willie and Scalia.
And also it looks like Maximus Lowry on a tackle.
No gain on that play.
His 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 for the Cavaliers.
For the Cavaliers. Coming into this one, Jerron Gilmore, as they go trips to the left. And at running back, Patrick Martin to the left of Milford.
They're
7:29 to go in this one. Yeah, 4 seconds to go on the play clock. Now down to 2, 1.
Timeout.
And we'll have a timeout on the field. So 7:21 to go here in the 1st half, and Lakeshore leads 7-0. Coming out of the timeout, Cavaliers 2nd and 10. Trips to the left. Milford calling for it, slings it out quickly, nearly picked off, but broken up there by the 4-year starter, Brendan Perry.
A lot of short passes coming from, so there's got to be the thought that Milford can't really throw the ball deep. He's thrown one pass, and that was picked off. So they're sitting on all these stop route or that quick wide receiver screen that Westcott picked off and ran into the end zone. So it's a struggle for DeLaSalle offensively. Kudos to the Titan defense.
Absolutely, they've been tremendous tonight. 3rd and 10, Milford calling for it. Looking downfield, launches this one long, and it goes out of bounds. Incomplete, intended out there for Rishawn Porter.
Pass is incomplete, intended for number 8, Rishawn Porter.
So that brings up 4th down.
I got a feeling right there. Just throw the ball long if they intercept it.
It's like the same thing as a punt.
Right, because we're going to see the punter. I don't know what this is going to be like.
For the Cavaliers, Cantrell Mollett. Back deep for the Titans, number 8, Eli Lorette.
Eli Lorette, a freshman, back deep for the Titans. Snap is way high over the head of the punter. He's looking to run it, and he'll be brought down, giving the Titans stellar field position.
Yeah, exactly my thoughts. There was something that told me that that they were just throwing it long on 3rd down. Even if there was a pickoff, it's as good as a punt. And in that case, it would have been.
A very, very underrated position that people don't think about a lot in football is the long snapper.
Oh.
And look, most long snappers would have it that way. They don't want to be known because that means they didn't do their job right.
interesting follow-up to that in a minute.
So 1st and 10. Calling for it, Westcott keeping it himself, looking to go up the middle, trucking forward, looking to lay a little extra hit there. He gets to the 20-yard line, brought down by Jalen Ned.
So I saw today where Thomas Morstead was the NFL Special Teams Player of the Month. Did all this, and somebody put quick play.
Give goes to Lowry, and Lowry slung down in the backfield by number 99, Kenneth Jackson.
They started to go a little up tempo right there. But someone had put a note in there. Don't forget the deep snapper.
Absolutely. Deep snapper, a crucial component to the special teams operation.
Just as a holder in a field goal situation.
Absolutely. So 3rd down for Lakeshore, calling for it. Westcott, pump fake, still reading, looking downfield, launches this one long. It's up and hauled in by Fowler. There's a flag down, but for now, touchdown for Fowler. And this could be a hold on the defense.
Yeah, it could be. It was interesting. There was a little jostling back and forth right there. For Fowler to get in that position, and there was a jump ball. I mean, that was pretty. I'm just going to throw it up there and you catch it.
Right.
Nothing fancy about that play. You want it on the kickoff is what he's asking him. Yes.
And the score will stand. Pass interference.
Yeah, it is pass interference on the defense. So
touchdown.
Great catch there by Fowler for the score, and Megan Geddes on to attempt the extra point for the Titans. Snap is back, hold place, kick is up, and it is good. So 5:54 to go here in the half. Lakeshore leads 14-0. So the pass interference will be assessed on the kickoff here, and Dollar will most certainly put this one out of the back of the end zone. Zach Dollar, keeping it. Yep, there it goes. Out of the back of the end zone.
Kind of kicked it down the middle, let it bounce a few times. And
take a moment to recognize some of our platinum sponsors. St. Tammany Parish Hospital, Bayou Lacombe.
So it'll be
Eagle,
DeLaSalle ball at the 20-yard line.
Jolly's Metalworks, Combos Customs, Pontchartrain Healthcare Center,
as they now trail 14-0. Looking to complete a drive.
Titan Supporter.
And
Helm Paint, Benjamin Moore, Mandeville Seafood and Eatery. First down for the Cavaliers.
So Johnson and Milford. In the backfield for the Cavaliers. Calling for it. Milford give goes to Johnson. Johnson straight up the middle. Room to run here. He has 40, 30, 20, 10, 5, touchdown, untouched. To the end zone goes the SEC recruit.
Man, just nice opening there. Little seam. Nobody in that area in the second level, and he just put on the afterburners.
So DeLaSalle, we were just talking about it. They looking to get on the board. There they go.
Struggling defensively. I mean, offensively, just got a little bit better right there.
Extra point,
Ian Helmke, junior kicker, on to attempt the extra point. Kick is up, and it is good. So 5:40 to go here in the first half. Lakeshore leads 14-7. Helmke to kick this one away for the Cavaliers.
Helmke to kick off.
Smeraldo and Perry back deep to return this one. Helmke kicks it away. Bounces by Perry, and Perry will let it go to the end zone for the touchback. So we'll see the Titans take over at the 20-yard line.
Miller Orthodontics, platinum sponsor.
They'll have
Po' Boys, Pellerin,
80 yards in front of them.
Machinery and Sales Company.
Well, that little outburst right there, that run was something special, something that DeLaSalle needed to keep their head in the game. So let's see how the Titans answer.
So on 1st and 10 from the 20, Westcott. Motion from Rhett Kimball. Westcott going with the hard count as the Titans make their adjustments. Nearly got him. DeLaSalle held discipline there. Westcott calling for it. Give goes to Lowry. Lowry running hard, battling forward, and that'll be about a 5-yard gain for the senior running back.
Lowry with a tough 5
Just
yard gain there,
just
brought down by
push straight ahead. Nothing fancy about that one.
A 6-yard gain. That makes it 2nd and 4. Coming.
gain of 6. It'll be 2nd and 4 for the Titans. 5:18 remaining in the half.
So coming into this one, Lowry was averaging 10 yards per carry. He had 45 carries, 450 yards for the Titans.
Well, 5's not bad. 10's great, and 5's not bad.
The toss goes to Lowry. He's met and dropped for a 1-yard loss.
Brought down by number 9, Jude Milford.
Jude Milford. Ashton Robinson also in on the stop.
Milford, we've called Milford Jude.
Yeah, Jude Milford.
We've called his name a few times tonight from the linebacker position.
He's a solid sideline-to-sideline player.
Hey, number 9 and number
10.
9.
Oh, yeah.
9 on 9. 9.
And his brother is the quarterback, number 10, Cole Milford.
Right. We got timeout.
Timeout on the field, 4:27 to go here in the first half. Lakeshore leads 14-7. So third and 5 for the Titans.
Quarterback draw.
Westcott calling for it, and you nailed it. Keeping it himself, running 30, still on his feet, trucking forward. That'll be a first down for the Titans as Westcott gets down to about the 38-yard line.
They were all spread out. The numbers looked good for him. He started left, and that bottled up, but he cut back right. Good runner, good vision, first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line. Trips to the left for the Titans. Westcott calls for it. Looking downfield, looking to pass. Has plenty of time. Launches this one long. He got hit right as he threw. And that's going to be a flag. Yeah, they were all over Fowler's back. And honestly, an unnecessary penalty because it was long.
The ball was going to be, well, was it catchable?
Westcott was hit as he threw.
Was that catchable? Is that part of the rule?
But that's
if anything, it could be holding. I thought number 11 had his hand on Fowler's jersey. Jacoby Hankton appeared to have his hand, but the ball was over his head.
Yeah.
So, let's see what the white head, Mr. Mike Broussard, white hat, says, and he's going to say holding.
Yeah,
against
holding
the defense.
Against the Cavaliers.
All right, it'll be a first down.
That'll be automatic. First down, Titans.
So from the 47. Westcott calls for it. Give goes to Lowry straight ahead. Trucking forward. Ooh, nearly losing that one, but falling on top of it after being brought down after about a 5-yard gain.
Looked like Milford blitzed that time and ran right by the play.
Gain of 5, Maximus Lowry.
So that makes it 2nd and 5 for the Titans with 3 minutes and 20 seconds to go here in this first half. 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Westcott calling for it here on 2nd down, slinging it out. And it's complete to Norris McClure, the senior wide receiver.
Quick out right there.
Forced out by number 19.
Going to bring up 3rd and 1 at this point.
3rd and 1, quarter tight.
A stoppage on the field. Let's see what they're talking over here. Is it a timeout? Yeah, timeout on the field. So with 3:04 remaining here in the first half, Lakeshore leads 14-7. So 3rd and 1 for the Titans. Motion, Brendan Perry calling for it. Westcott launching this one long for Cullen Ziegler. Ziegler hauls it in for the score. Wow.
They went old school on 3rd and 1 and decided to throw the bomb and beat the defensive back on this side. Again, size wins out on that. Size and speed went out on that one.
Megan Getty's on to attempt the extra point once again.
Samuel Willie. Deep snapper. Zach Bedard.
Snap is back. Kick is up, and it is through. So 2:57 to go here in the first half. Lakeshore leads 21-7. Zach Dollar to boot this one away for the Lakeshore Titans following that Westcott to Ziegler touchdown pass. This one will be returned by the Cavaliers. It's Gilmore bringing it up. Check that, Ned bringing it up, and he'll be brought down from behind by Eli Lorette, the freshman safety for the Titans.
I'm impressed when I watch the DeLaSalle runners. They're not in a hurry to get it way up the field. They sit behind their blockers and wait for an opening to happen, which is good. But they're down 21-7 right now. They've got to get something if they can before that half.
Yeah, they'll have 2 minutes and 47 seconds to work with as they
haven't shown an ability to really throw the football, so it'll be interesting here.
Milford in the gun here on first down. Milford calls for it. Give goes to Johnson, jumps through. Johnson looking to break it outside, still on his feet. Johnson down that far sideline. Ziegler looks to take him out, and they say he stepped out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
Wow.
At the 24-yard line.
Wow.
We've seen him take it to the house before.
Right. What an explosion right there. Man, I thought he got around. Well, obviously he probably stepped out of bounds, but it looked like he got over that guy and got up the field. So, wow. Woo. What can I say?
First down. DeLaSalle, Milford calling for it. Give goes to Johnson again. This time straight ahead, and he'll gain about 3 on the carry.
Brought down by Wabacker.
Wabacker on the stop for the Titans.
And Menard.
Now Johnson looks like he's coming out, and they're going to put Patrick Martin back in at running back.
See if Patrick can run like Johnson.
Milford calling for it on second down. Give goes to Martin, and he'll dive forward just trying to gain those extra yards, and actually he'll lose about a half a yard as Christian Westcott brings him down. Third and 8 for DeLaSalle.
Let's go, D.
Lakeshore substituting players off. They have Johnson back in the game at running back. Now you see number 3. Play clock down to 8 seconds.
No hurry here.
Milford calling for it on third down. Fakes the give. Pass in and out of the hands.
They had the play they wanted right there.
Yeah, Lamaj Kendrick was open. He just couldn't haul that one in.
A little high, but if you touch it, you got to catch it.
On fourth down, what do you think? You think go for it here,
Oh, yeah,
right?
they're going to go for it. There's no doubt in my mind.
Saw Milford go off. Let's see what they. Yeah, they're sending Jerron Gilmore in along with Johnson. And here comes Milford back in with. So here on 4th and 8. Minute 7 to go here in the first half. Milford calling for it. Fakes the give. This one's slung out. That one's complete, and that will be a first down for DeLaSalle. That one's
good play call right there. They faked it to
Johnson.
To Johnson, the running back, who's been gashing them of late. And
now quickly back to the line. Milford calling for it. Give goes to Johnson, and you saw Milford trying to lay a block in on Westcott, but Westcott got a hold of him and wrestled him down.
I was almost thinking he was trying to pull the ball out right there. They're going to hurry it up now, though. This clock's running down.
Yeah, 40 seconds on the clock here. Quads to the right, and a flag is down.
Flag on a play.
Illegal substitution called on Lakeshore.
Illegal sub on.
So my question is, should that play have been? No, they whistle it dead, I guess.
Yeah.
Yards for the Cavalier.
So quads to the right. Milford alone in the gun, calling for it. Milford takes it himself up the middle, and he'll be brought down by a host of Titans. Led there by
tick, tick, tick. Time's ticking away. Run
yeah,
a play.
19 seconds to go.
Run a play.
Here before
the clock's
half.
running,
Clock's
right?
still running.
Do they have any timeouts? No.
No timeouts.
All right.
And they're trying to substitute very quickly, and let's see.
Somebody called timeout.
Oh, a Lakeshore player's down, so we'll step away for the injury timeout here. 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Lakeshore up 21-7.
Whew.
So 8 seconds to go here before half. Third down for DeLaSalle. Here's Milford looking to pass, looking left side, evading pressure, tosses it, incomplete. So 2 seconds on the clock here on fourth down. And let's see if they get the field goal unit. It doesn't look like it. It looks like they're going to keep the offense out. Let's see what, yeah, they're going to send what looks like the field goal unit out there.
Cavaliers field goal unit comes in.
So to kick here, Ian Helmke.
Number 38, Ian Helmke.
Attempted 23-yard attempt. That looks like a jump on Lakeshore.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's going to be called on Lakeshore.
That was offsides. They're going to get a replay on that.
That's going to go
5 yards closer.
So what do you think here? Because this is
where
going to
does they
move
put
them to the 3-yard line. Fourth and goal from the 3. But it'll be 2 seconds on the clock. And Lakeshore will take a timeout. 2 seconds remaining here in the first half. Lakeshore leads 21-7. Milford and Martin in the backfield as DeLaSalle will go for it here. 2 seconds remaining. Fourth down for DeLaSalle. Let's see what they came up with in the break. Milford calling for it. Throw back. Incomplete. Lakeshore's defense holds, and we will go to half. Lakeshore up 21-7. Gilmore and Ned back deep to return this one for DeLaSalle coming out of the half. Zach Dollar to kick this one away for the Titans. This will be returned from the 9-yard line.
9-yard line.
Ned still bringing it up the field and brought down by a host of Titans after crossing to the 26-yard line. So DeLaSalle trailing 21-7, but they get the ball first coming out of the half.
I feel, I know it's 21-7, it's 14 points, but I feel like it's been a lot closer game.
Yes.
They threw a pick 6 for the first score. So defensively, DeLaSalle has given up 2 touchdown passes. Both basically jump ball type situations where the guy's taller. You know, but DeLaSalle's been effective in shutting down the run.
Absolutely.
Conversely, maybe not so much as far as shutting down the run for Lakeshore.
On the carry here, Montrell Johnson takes the carry, breaking tackles, and he'll be gang tackled over there on the far sideline by a host of Titans there with.
He is a weaver, if you know what I mean.
Oh yeah.
He finds a spot and then weaves over to the next and weave over. He may have spun a quilt by the end of the game.
It makes it 2nd and 4.
You got any stats on?
I do. Coming in the first half, he had 10 carries for 168 yards, had that 80-yard touchdown run. This time they'll give back to Johnson again. Johnson taking it far sideline, and Smeraldo will force him out of bounds there. But there, you see it only takes about 2 steps for him to get to full speed and take off like he's being shot out of a cannon.
And it is a very quick acceleration. Like you said, he gets to, and then all of a sudden, he sees the open and then burst.
Flag on the play. Lakeshore fans happy about it. So that's holding on the Cavaliers. So after that big gain there from Johnson, it's negated. It'll back him up and make it 2nd and 14.
Cavaliers have been their worst enemies as far as penalties tonight.
On 2nd and 14, looks like they have LeBranch in at quarterback. LeBranch, a sophomore.
Deontay LeBranch in at quarterback for the Cavaliers.
Johnson to his left. LeBranch calling for it. Give goes to Johnson. Johnson around the right side, off to the races, crossing the 50, 40, 30. Cullen Ziegler has an angle on him, and he'll be forced out of bounds at about the 11-yard line.
I would say if that was awesome. That was awesome. He concentrated on running, but I would say one other thing he needs to put in his playbook, and that would have been a cutback right there. If he would have cut back, the angle that was coming on him, he would have cut back inside that guy and probably would have scored.
It'll be 1st and 10 for the Cavaliers.
I expect LeBranch to carry the ball here at some point.
And Martin back in to the left of LeBranch here on 1st and 10. LeBranch calls for it, fakes the give, takes it himself, coming left side, evades 1, and he'll be brought down by Brendan Perry after a gain of 2.
I think I just said that.
Yeah, exactly.
Perry brings down LeBranch on the play. It'll be a 2nd down. Let's get loud, Titan fans.
Actually makes it 2nd and 6. Larger gain than I initially saw. But LeBranch awaiting the play from the sideline. Martin in at tailback. Calling for it. LeBranch fakes the give. He's taking it himself, looking to bounce it around the right side. A flag thrown out in the area of holding.
Wow, what a cut right there.
And
We'll check the flag.
DeLaSalle players wanting unnecessary roughness.
He dipped in and then came back around and got around the corner. But I guess, again, a holding call.
So, yep, holding on the Cavaliers.
I'm sorry, against the Cavaliers.
Backs them up.
That'll back them up.
And that'll make
10
it.
yards. $50-50. I'll be calling it out shortly. Get those
Second
numbers
and
out.
17.
50-50. The winner tonight will take home $340.
And you see Montreal Johnson back in with LeBranch in at quarterback here on second down. Give goes to Johnson, looking to break it right side. Has a seam to run. Johnson to the end zone. Touchdown.
What moves? So smooth.
Yeah.
Like not really herky-jerky, just smooth. The block opens up, the hole opens up, and boom.
Let's give a big shout out to the offensive linemen for DeLaSalle. Paz, Devlin, Karikowski, Martin, and Volpe. Big guys, 225, 295, 270, 330, and 280.
Big push right there. And we're going to have a
Is it an
penalty here.
official pointing at Lakeshore?
12.
Right. Illegal substitution.
Illegal substitution.
But Ian Helmke on to attempt the extra point.
Shot back into the hole. Help you for the extra point.
Snap is back. Place, kick is up, and it is good. So, with 9:13 remaining here in the third, Lakeshore leads 21-14.
Brendan Perry and Jake Simoto back to receive the kick from Helmke.
Helmke to kick off. Smeraldo. Perry deep to return. This one will take a bounce. And Smeraldo picking it up at about the 5-yard line. He'll be brought down inside the 10. Lakeshore. A late flag comes out.
Late flag on the play.
Looks like some jawing going on down there.
For the Cavaliers, Terrell Blanco.
And they're motioning, holding.
And that was just a verbal warning, I think, right there about watch what you're saying or doing.
Waiting the call from the White Hat as they conference this one.
That white hat right there is going to make sure he gets it right. I can tell you that.
Taking a look at the ball.
It'll be against the Cavaliers.
So illegal participation called on DeLaSalle. So that'll give Lakeshore much better field position than they were going to be stuck with.
Right.
All the way out to the 24-yard line for the Titans.
So 1st and 10 for the Titans here. The first half, Westcott 5 of 9, 86 yards, 2 touchdowns. This time, Westcott running straight ahead behind a block from Lowry.
Again, Jude Milford came left side and blitzed and folded in to get Westcott.
We've been saying Jude Milford all night
Yeah.
as far as the DeLaSalle defense, but that makes it a second down.
Milford, a sophomore linebacker, who's been charged with spying Mr. Westcott.
Second and 8. Westcott looking to throw. Has time. Checks it down to Lowry, and it bounces off the chest plate into the floor.
Incomplete.
Here's the numbers for 50-50. 0-4-0. 6-4. 4-6. The winner of $340. 0-4-0.
So third down for the Titans
4-6. Come on up to the press
as they go
box.
2 right, 2 left. Fowler and Kimball here near side. Smeraldo and Jordan far side here on third down. Westcott puts Kimball in motion. Calling for it. Looking downfield, slings it out, complete.
Westcott to Kimball, still on his feet.
And that'll be a first down as Kimball hauls that one in for a 12-yard, for about a 8-yard gain.
Good job of breaking the tackle there by Kimball and spinning for the first down. So that ball was intended for the man that went in motion.
Kimball, 5'10", 170, junior for Lakeshore. Fresh set of downs for Lakeshore as they continue this drive. The 37-yard line. Trips to the near side. Westcott calling for it. Slings it out. Kimball wide open. Kimball looking to bring it upfield and upended at about the 45-yard line. Brought down by LeBranch. LeBranch going both ways, doubling as the Wildcat quarterback on the offensive side, but they're making a good stop.
Much like Westcott going both ways. So
And we'll step away for the injury timeout. Second and 1 for the Titans after the injury timeout. Westcott calling for it. Give goes to Lowry straight ahead. That'll be a first down and then some hard running from Maximus Lowry.
one of the better runs tonight for Lowry.
Jamal Keelan and number 2, Ashton Robinson.
Hurry up now by the...
Yeah, and the chains aren't set, but calling for it. Give goes to Lowry straight ahead again.
Lowry again,
And a good gain of about 5 on the carry. The chain gang wasn't moving fast enough for Lakeshore's liking, so they just ran the play without them being set.
Change of pace here for Lakeshore, trying to pick up the pace, so to speak.
Calling for it again. Give goes to Lowry, looking to get it around the left side, and he'll be brought down for a 5-yard loss.
Number 22, Jamar Keelan.
Keelan with a good play right there.
Loss of 6 on the play.
Smelled that one out and spilled that one for a loss. Going to bring up 3rd and 11.
And Josh Ray checks in at running back, the sophomore running back for the Titans. On the season, Ray, 8 carries for 55 yards. Trips to the bottom of your screen for the Titans. Calling forward is Westcott, looking to pass. Pressure comes.
Blitz
steps
coming.
up, and he has plenty of room to run, and that'll be a first down for the Titans. There, Shamar Keelan was the one to stop him up, but he had plenty of room to run right up the middle.
That time, Milford, who's been spying, came on an outside blitz, and Westcott took it up the middle and gashed him.
Westcott keeping it himself again. And wow, hard running once again for the senior quarterback, and a great show of sportsmanship there by Terrell Blanco. And heat and humidity break. 5:52 to go here in the third. Lakeshore up 21-14. First and 10 for the Titans. 16-yard line. Westcott calling for it. Keeps it, slings it out, incomplete. And that
No, incomplete.
Yeah, incomplete.
Yeah,
but
a
late pull there. That kind of was awkward from the go.
Right.
And that'll make it 2nd and 10 for the Titans. Westcott awaiting the play from the sideline. Lowry back into his right.
Lowry flanked to Westcott's right.
Westcott on the draw.
Westcott calls for it, fakes the give, pulls it, now running left side, launches it, and in and out of the hands of Smeraldo.
Westcott
Incomplete.
Broken up by, again, number 23, Terrell Blanco.
So that makes it 3rd and 10 for the Titans.
I was expecting that quarterback draw right there. A little something different, something they had success with earlier in this drive.
Yes. He started to take it left side, and as it started to develop, he launched it. Westcott calling for it here, 3rd down. Looking downfield. Surveying, launches it out wide open. Lowry. Lowry breaks one. Fights forward. Let's see how close he is.
Be about a yard short, I think.
Yeah, that'll make it 4th and 1.
It'll be 4th and a short one for the Titans.
The old draw him offside.
Martin Stanchak entered the game, along with Josh Ray.
Josh Ray checking in for Lowry here on 4th and 1. Think they go hard count?
Oh, the old hard count. Yeah, you got to try it once. Well,
Westcott giving the play. 5 seconds on the play clock. Westcott calling for it, running straight ahead.
he got it.
And he
got it.
Bullets his way for the first down.
has the 1st down for the Titans.
That'll be a 1st and goal from the 5 for the Titans. First
So
down.
1st and goal as they continue this drive.
Nothing fancy, just straight ahead football.
The 6'2", 210-pound senior quarterback.
Put it on his shoulders, let him go. He'll linebacker it in there.
On 1st down, Westcott once again
Speaking of
straight
that-
ahead, barreling forward, pushing, and he will push his way into the end zone.
Speaking of that,
Yeah.
there you go.
Nice job by the Titan offensive line.
It's
Number
nothing really fancy, just effective.
just effective, number 12 on the season. So Geddes will come back out for the extra point attempt out of the hold from Sam Willie.
Samuel Willie will hold for Megan Geddes.
Willie, a freshman quarterback and holder for the Titans. Snap is back, place, kick is up, and it is good. So 4:10 to go here in the 3rd, and Lakeshore's up 28-14. Dollar to kick this one away for the Titans. Ned and Gilmore deep. Ned will return this one. Ned going right side, looking to cut it down the sideline, and he'll be pushed, dragged out of bounds by around the 29-yard line. So, Tiger, you think they've been very successful with Johnson on the ground? You think we start seeing a heavy dose of Johnson?
It ain't broke, don't fix it. You know, you got to go back to Johnson.
Make sure you stick around after the game as the Lakeshore High Fighting Titan Band.
The success that they've had has been sorely all around him. Let's put it that
Yes.
way.
Yeah, big play after big plays had
Flag on a play.
80, 40, 26, 27, 60. A flag down. unsportsmanlike called on Lakeshore and an unsportsmanlike called on DeLaSalle, so that'll offset.
Unsportsmanlike conduct.
I think.
Look, they got the
I
warning
think they had
before.
a discussion before. Yes.
Yeah.
Stop it.
So you get that one warning, and then from there, it's the flag's going to come out.
And if you don't stop it, this is what happens.
Yeah.
17 on the
Milford calling for it. Give goes to Johnson, right side, gets around right side, and Lowry will push him out of bounds after about a 13-yard gain.
He's just able to get that corner and
out of bounds by number 33, Maximus Lowry.
And as we've been saying, it's so smooth.
I see that what he does is they've also got a hole inside the tackle that he could possibly go to, so they can't. They try to commit and make sure that that's taken care of, and he's been able to get outside.
Give goes to Johnson again, bouncing it left side, rushing
What
forward.
a cut. Saw
And-
that?
Yeah.
He just stepped up, then stepped out left and went, oh, look, there's a hole here. Boom. Smooth.
Great vision, great athletic ability from Johnson.
Gain of 7 on the
That's
play.
what the Division I schools see. Second and
For DeLaSalle,
three.
they're going to have something else, though.
yeah.
They got to have something else, come up with something else. It might be the quarterback keeping it.
LeBranch calling for it, fakes it, and Zach Bernard, you saw that. He was going toward Johnson and was able to reach back and just grab a hold of LeBranch and pull him
He
down.
came literally untouched right there. So
That'll bring up a
good
third
defensive play by Bernard.
down.
3rd and 8.
Get loud, Titan fan.
Bernard, also a multi-sport athlete, very successful in the field events, the shot put and the discus for the Lakeshore track and field team. So here on 3rd down, Milford in the gun, calling for it, looking to pass, slings it. Oh, nearly picked off there. In and out of the hands of Miles Stanchak.
That one was high, intended for Gilmore, and like you said, it came off and almost picked off.
So 4th down,
Back for the Titans, number 8.
let's see if they made that adjustment and are able to get that snap down. That was an issue
Yes.
earlier in the game.
Right.
Back to punt for the Cavaliers.
I just grimaced when I saw
Yes.
the punt team come out. Like, no, I don't want to see this. I'm pretty sure Coach Manali didn't want to either at this point.
Snap is back. Good snap there, and the
Much
punt
better,
is away.
But end over end.
Eli Lorette will take this one going. Left
gonna
side,
have a
there's
penalty
a
over
flag
here.
down. Yeah.
We're going to have a penalty over here. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah.
But one of the DeLaSalle guys was out of bounds, and a Lakeshore guy pushed him down. He was already out of bounds.
And push it. So that's going to be the flag. That's going to back up. After that really good gain by Lorette, that's
Right.
going to back him up.
Right, he had no reason in the world to touch him at that point because he was out of bounds.
He was out.
No, that was his ticket.
So maybe I should go to the consensus board to try to see.
Yeah, absolutely.
So they talked this one over as they
Penalty on a play.
Work on the spot.
Eli return. Eli Lorette return.
Lorette had a good bit of room to run.
2:24
But it's
remaining in the
negated.
Third quarter. Your home team Titans, 14-point lead.
Yeah, I think that was whoever committed the foul. That wasn't heads up. Should have just let the guy out of bounds because he couldn't come back in to make the play.
So yeah, the personal foul called on Lakeshore.
So this is the kind of the opposite of before, where they got a big penalty to get out of the hole. Now they got a big penalty and they're back in
Back
the
in the
hole.
hole.
But they've proven they can get out. They can get out of here.
So the Titans will take over at the 11-yard line.
To the right by Lowry.
2:24 to go here in the third. Westcott in the gun, Lowry to his right. The white hat gets in position. Stanchek set at the fullback position there. You see calling for it. Westcott slings it out. Smeraldo, and Smeraldo is dragged down by LeBranch.
Smeraldo brought down by number 12.
But a gain of
Deontay LeBranch.
4 on the reception.
Setting up the 4-yard stop and go.
Second and 5, under 2 to go here in the third. Westcott calling for it. Running to the right, he'll throw this one
Westcott throws it
away.
Check the flag.
And a late flag comes out. One came out after the play was over. Westcott talking it over with the white hat.
Maybe a little hands to the face. Every one of them.
So officials talking this one over again. Both on Lakeshore.
Intentional grounding on the Titans.
So the intentional grounding called makes it
1:39 left to go in the third quarter.
3rd and 17.
Their own 3-yard line. 2nd and 17.
3rd and 17 from the 3. You see Westcott and Lowry are standing in the end zone. And Coach Jones will take a timeout. 1:39 to go here in the third quarter. Lakeshore up 28-14. All right, so 3rd and 17 coming out of the timeout. Lowry to Westcott's right. As Westcott and Lowry are in the end zone for this play. Westcott calling for it. Pressure coming. Needs to get out of the end zone. Launches this one long, and it'll be dropped by DeLaSalle.
Almost.
Nearly picked off there by Terrell Blanco. But that will make it 4th down and bring on the Lakeshore punting unit.
That'll be a 4th down for the Titans. But inside the shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, Westcott's heels are going to be in the back of the end zone.
He'll move up so he doesn't.
But it'll be a shorter snap.
Yeah. Well, he's even moved up a little bit.
Low snap, quick kick, punt is away, and he gets off a beauty. What a punt there. And the fair catch called, so DeLaSalle will take over at the 50-yard line.
He boomed that one.
What a punt.
Turned it over.
The Cavaliers will take over.
Fair caught.
So right at the 50 is where DeLaSalle will start this drive.
48-yard punt by Westcott.
Let's see how they
Let's go,
come at this
Texans,
offensively. I know Johnson has
Gillette!
they've had a lot of success with Johnson, but they need to switch that up. So let's see what they talked about while the offense was on the field.
Well, they still need to give
Offense
him the
off the
ball. That's not a question.
Yeah.
But they got to have something else.
It's how you're going to get it to him.
Right.
And a flag is down. Is that
Too many
men
men
on the field?
Too many men on the field.
11-12, yeah.
Titans, that's a 35 yards for the Cavaliers. They'll play first and 5.
So 1st and 5 for DeLaSalle at the 45-yard line.
Down to the 45-yard line.
So Milford in the gun. Calling for it. Fakes to give to Johnson. Launches this one. Overthrown.
Right on the
Intended
hands.
for Rishon Porter.
Right on his hand, but just an inch.
Yeah.
Or 2 inches further. As he went right down the seam.
Yeah, just slightly.
That's the difference between a sophomore quarterback and a junior or a senior like Westcott. For sure.
2nd and 5.
You develop over that time. You develop that touch where you can get him the ball. So they did a little something different. Kudos on that.
Look at this. Johnson in at Wildcat quarterback. Rishon Porter to his left here on 2nd and 5. Johnson calling for it. Fakes to give. Reading has Westcott coming from behind. He'll look to push forward, and he'll gain about a yard on the carry.
Man, the patience of that guy, waiting for his blockers, waiting to see something happen. And finally, when nothing was developing, he just tucked it and ran. Pickup of 1. Good defense by the Titans there.
50 seconds, and the clock is running here in the 3rd. Lakeshore up 28-14.
It's 3rd.
And it looks like, yeah, they're going to keep Porter in the gun. Excuse me, not Porter, Johnson in the gun.
More importantly, we're hitting 4 seconds on a play clock.
3, 2. Johnson calling for it. Fakes to give. Running right side. Looks to get around. And wow, way to come up there by Cullen Ziegler. The speed of Cullen Ziegler coming.
That was taking so long to develop. It's being strung out to the sideline. Ziegler just said, let me, straightest distance between 2 points. I mean, the quickest distance.
Straight line.
Straight line.
So 4th down, and they're going to go for it. And the clock will run out to end the 3rd quarter as Lakeshore leads 28-14. So DeLaSalle brings the punt unit on. 4th down here at the top of the 4th quarter. Snap is back there. Punt is away. Peter call on. They'll let this one roll
Ball takes a nice Cavalier bounce.
to the 10-yard line. Great job there on that punt. Pinning them at the 10.
We may have a flag.
Another flag. This has been a bit of a flag-plagued season here in the prep zone.
Yeah, it has been a flag season.
Yeah.
And we're in week 5.
We're in week 5.
We should be done with the flags.
We're in week 5. We have to have seen over 100 flags.
Like to recognize
at this
some of
point.
our silver stars.
I tell you, we're close.
Senior
Yeah.
Aaron
If we're not over.
If not over.
Juniors Isabella McCumsey, Joyce Horn, Caitlin Duncan, Camille Ibrazabo. Sophomores Gabby Dutch, Jillian Neal, Delani Stansworth,
And then
Emily Salazar.
the discussion here. Make sure they
Freshman
have it right.
Leah Dalton, Lexi Paravides, Lucy Shields, and Allie Bro.
Now bringing in another official to join the meeting. talking it over. Looks like they have the call. White hat running over.
Personal foul against Lakeshore. First down. Half the distance to the goal.
So back even. So the punt pinned him at the 10. Now that moves him back even further to the 5-yard line.
Maximus Lowry joins Westcott in the backfield for the Titans.
So 1st and 10 for the Titans.
Fourth quarter here.
Motion from Lowry. So alone in the backfield. Calling for it. Westcott keeps it himself.
Yep.
Bulling forward.
Still
going. And he brought down by a host of Cavaliers real close to a first down. He may have it. No, about a few inches shy. Nope, they give it to him. First down. What a run there from Westcott.
I mean, they're deep in their own territory. Smart play. Just let Westcott do his thing.
First and 10 once again. Going 2 to the left. Stanchek back there. Oh, and Westcott drops it. Able to pick it back up. Still going forward. And he'll be brought down by Kenneth Jackson and a host of other Cavaliers. That'll make it 2nd and 4.
Kenneth Jackson and number 9, Jude Milford.
2nd and 4 for the Titans here.
Stick around after the game as your Lakeshore fights.
Lowry back in the backfield and to the left of Westcott. Play clock down to 11. Westcott waiting on it, calling for it. Give goes to Lowry, and Lowry is brought down
Lowry hit the backfield
by Kenneth Jackson.
Number 99, Kenneth Jackson.
But that'll make it 3rd and 2 for the Titans.
3rd and 2 for the Titans from their own 23.
Westcott on the keeper. Don't play around right here. Get the first down.
Oh, and a false start.
Oh, man. Don't play around right here.
False start on the Titans.
Sometimes you try to get a little too cute. It's simple. It's 3rd and 2. Let Westcott take it. Don't.
So 3rd and 8 for the Titans.
Might let him
Spread
take
again.
it again here. Spread out and let him run.
Westcott letting the play clock run down. 7 seconds on it. Westcott calls for it, takes it himself. Bulling forward, and he'll be stopped at the 20-yard line, so a gain of 1 will bring up 4th down.
Bunch of Cavaliers.
No, I think I would have had that would have been a quarterback draw. That was just 2 straight ahead. That was the 3rd and 2 play.
Yes.
That was the 3rd and 2 play.
So the punt unit comes back on. Westcott will go
Because
back to punt.
He'll kick this one out of the stadium now. So, I mean,
He's
not
been
that it's a problem, huh?
outstanding flipping the field.
Westcott back to the punt.
It's a good all-around athlete for the Titans. Snap is back. Westcott punts this one end over end. And it'll be downed at the 44-yard line.
Good field position for DeLaSalle. Shorter field as they've kind of recaptured the field position game right now.
And they had a good bit of time there to start drawing up plays for the offense over there. What do you think we see for DeLaSalle?
I don't know. There's no sand over there, so I don't know if they've
That's
they've
true.
gotten
No
in
sand, no dirt, nothing.
No,
it's all turf.
It's all turf, so it's kind of hard to do. Maybe a clipboard or something.
Yeah, or
I don't know. Or
you draw it in the
or just point to the player like I'm pointing to you and go long.
Yeah, right.
Or whatever. In this case, or I like handing I like hand the ball over there to Montrell Johnson.
Well, they have Johnson at quarterback, Porter to his right. Johnson calling for it, keeps it himself up the middle, and he'll gain about a yard before he's stopped by the Lakeshore defense. And Wabacher in on that along with Zach Bernard.
Little option play right there where they hold the ball in there with the running back, and he decides, depending on which defender they're keying on, pull or keep.
That was a long read.
It was a long read.
So 2nd and 9. Milford back in at quarterback, and a flag comes out.
Legal participation.
And is it 12 men on the field?
Man, oh man.
That is.
Both teams have had this bugaboo tonight. Week 5, that shouldn't be happening.
That'll push Cavaliers back. Be a 2nd 14 for the Cavs.
So 2nd down. Milford slings it out, and it's incomplete, jarred loose by Cullen Ziegler.
Broken up by number 20, Cullen Ziegler.
Wow.
And that'll make it 3rd and 14 for DeLaSalle. And, I mean, throwing for them is pretty.
That's not been
pretty dangerous.
It's not been a
dangerous for them.
Yes,
I mean,
it is.
Yeah.
It's not been a good thing for them this evening. That is going to be something that they're going to have to work on, obviously.
8:12 to go here in the 4th. Hit 3rd down. Motion across. Gets set. Milford calling for it. Looking downfield, steps up, slings this one, and that one goes into the ground off target. It was intended out there for Jerron Gilmore, but it just didn't get there, and it brings up 4th down for DeLaSalle.
Little, I would say, sophomore quarterback might not have that arm strength to throw it quite that far. And, look, let's face it, he's been picked 2 or 3 times this evening. Twice, all right? So he's been picked twice. He's a little gun shy at this point.
So the punt unit comes back out. And Lorette to return.
Cavaliers, number 80, Kentrell Mole.
Snap slow, snap back there. Punt is away. Good punt for DeLaSalle. It'll roll. Eli Lorette will let it go. And it'll go out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Oh, no, the 15-yard line, excuse me.
Well, thumbs up for the Titan defense the last couple of times. They pretty much shut down the Cavaliers. So when they needed to, and now they're just, to me right now, as I'm noticing, they're just running the clock.
Yeah.
Just wait 20. Wait the full 25 seconds. They're not. DeLaSalle, except for Johnson, is not a threat to throw the ball.
Right.
So key on him, get a few first downs, punt it back away, use as much time as possible, or score if you can.
Westcott calls for it. Give goes to Lowry. Lowry breaking 1. And hard running once again from the senior running back. 6 yards on the carry. And it'll be 2nd down at the 21-yard line. Oh, come on. Blow the whistle. So 2nd down and 4 for the Titans. 7:35 on the clock. Westcott calling for it. Looking to pass. Launches this one long, looking for Fowler, and that is overthrown.
Westcott pass intended for Fowler. Defended by number 12, Deontay LeBranch.
LeBranch on the coverage, and you saw LeBranch. There was a little bit of a collision between Fowler and LeBranch, and LeBranch immediately put his hands up, saying, "I didn't do anything."
Right. Well, you can easily see that LeBranch was a head and a shoulder below the receiver. So
So 3rd and 4. Motion, Lowry to the right. Westcott looking to take it upfield, barreling forward, and that will be a first down for the Titans. Just hard running from the quarterback, Westcott.
Number 9, Jude Milford.
Jude Milford, whose name we've been saying all night for the DeLaSalle defense on the stop. But another first down for the Titans.
Kudos to Westcott playing both ways. Still got some gas in his tank here.
I want to know what his cardio is like.
Ooh.
That's incredible. His along with Lowry and Smeraldo. All going both ways. Calling for it. Give to Lowry. Straight ahead. Still on his feet running. The big
good
game
blocking up in there.
for
Good
Max
blocking.
Lowry.
The
20-yard run.
The wear and tear of the evening is beginning to take a toll on the Cavalier defense.
How much when you talk about 4A versus 3A is depth an issue?
Oh, big time.
So when you get to
because if you're in 3A, you have less kids in your school, so therefore less opportunities to find players. I'm pretty sure that Lakeshore has somebody to take Westcott's place if he can't be in there on defense or offense, depending on whatever the situation is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But you've seen DeLaSalle is, although they seem to have a good amount of players, they don't have the same kind of quality that Lakeshore has.
And we'll step away for a heat and humidity break as Lakeshore leads 28-14, 5:59 to go here in the game. So 2nd and 7 for the Titans. 2 to the top of your screen. And Westcott letting the clock run down. 5 seconds on the play clock. He'll call for it with 1 second left. He gives to Lowry going right side following a lead blocker. Lowry getting away from 1, rushing forward, and that will be a gain of 5 on the carry. Check that gain of 1. That looked much further than that. I guess he ran a lot to get that 1.
Yeah, he did. He ran 5 to get 1. Yes, he did. Had someone come in and submarine underneath all that to make the tackle. So 3rd and 5.
Third and 5 for the Titans is the clock being Lakeshore's friend. They're going to continue to let this one run. Westcott putting Lowry in motion here on 3rd down, calling for it, taking it himself, bouncing it to the right as it was clogged up the middle, and he'll be brought down after gaining the 1st down.
If you remember earlier, they sent the man in motion and he kept it. He did that time. And they had a linebacker coming. He got bottled up real quick and then bounced it outside away from the linebacker.
So 4:29 to go in this one.
Just let the clock run.
And they're truly having enough success that they could run it out.
This is going to be, the time you mean?
Yes.
This would be their 27th regular season win in a row. That's pretty stout. Look, he's going to keep it again. Why not?
And a flag comes out.
And, that's maybe why not.
Westcott around the right side.
Flag in the area of holding.
Holding.
But yeah, incredible program here at Lakeshore. This will be 27
funny.
wins in a row. And
like I was saying earlier, they were the 2 new kids on the block. Well, DeLaSalle is real old school. It's 70 years old, but only recently has had the success they've had under Coach Manali as a football team. And Lakeshore is a new school, and they've had, in the last few years, both of them together have had a lot of success. In fact, they both played in the state championship game in 2016.
17.
17? Okay. And so, you know, we're two years removed from that. What I often say about football teams is that once you build a habit, once you build an expectation that getting to the playoffs, getting back in the playoffs, going further, and it becomes something that you expect to happen. We got a timeout.
And well, to keep that going, I mean, Lakeshore as a whole, as a school, has had incredible athletic success recently. Their boys soccer team and girls soccer team both played for the state championship this past season. Boys baseball team was in the semifinals last year. Football team played for the state championship 2 years ago. Girls soccer team won the state championship 2 years ago. I mean, incredible.
And a relatively new school. So, yes, big things happening here in the Coliseum and at Lakeshore.
Smeraldo in motion. Fake to give to Smeraldo. Bottled up for no gain. It was after the flag there. That was. It's now a 2nd and 20. Kenneth Jackson on the stop.
Timeout on field.
And a timeout on the field. 3:50 to go here in the game. Lakeshore up 28-14. 2nd and 20. Reading the front, Westcott. After having a chance to survey the defense, bringing in the play. Westcott calling for it, looking to pass. Here on 2nd down, slings this one for a open Spencer Jordan. And Jordan still on his feet. And touchdown, Spencer Jordan. His 3rd touchdown of the year.
A little post pattern right through the middle by the tight end. And Westcott put it on the money. He stepped out of a tackle, and the score has gone up to 34, right?
Yeah, 34-14.
I guess they just had to, because I predicted 28-14, they had to score.
And we'll step away for the injury timeout. Getty's on to attempt the extra point following the Spencer Jordan score. Snap is back, placement kick is up, and it is through. So 3:42 to go here in the game. Lakeshore up 35-14.
For you Titans, number 36, Zach Dollar.
Dollar kicking this one away. But on the ground will be returned by Ned for DeLaSalle. Busting through. Room to run. Needs to get past Brendan Perry, and Perry will bring him down at about the 43-yard line. Check that, the 40-yard line.
Again, that might have been a situation where if he'd have cut back across the field, because they were bearing down on him.
So now we'll see the DeLaSalle offense trailing by 3. Three scores, excuse me. What do you think we see from DeLaSalle here?
I don't think they have a passing game.
Right.
I don't know if they'll throw it. I tell you what they don't have in their game that they could use, and that would be a screen pass to Mr. Johnson, but I'm afraid he might be out the game.
Milford dropping back, and he's sacked.
Yeah.
Brought down by Zach Bernard. But, yeah, the screen game hasn't really been successful for DeLaSalle. The first one they tried went to the
just not the wide receiver screens. Like if Johnson was here and he blocked up in the middle, they did a middle screen, something like that.
And that one in and out of the hands of Rashawn Porter.
Yeah, that one was right on the money. Porter should have had that.
So 3rd and long for DeLaSalle.
Do they have one catch, right? I do remember one or
Yeah.
But for a first down, it was a post pattern.
So on 3rd down, calling for it, Milford. Pressure coming from Westcott and Bernard. Steps up and he'll take it himself. Looking to run, and he'll be brought down about a yard shy of the original line of scrimmage.
Simon Willie.
So 4th down for DeLaSalle. Play coming in here.
It's 4th down.
2:47 to go here in the game. Lakeshore up 35-14. Milford will set up shop with Martin to his right. Calling for it. Looking to pass. His pressure comes from Scalia. Rolling right side, launches it out into the feet of Martin, and that will be a turnover on downs for the Titan defense.
Yep. Good pressure there by the Titans. And like I said, they didn't really have any passing game to speak of, and this one's in the bag now.
And we'll see the Titans run out the clock. 2:17 to go here in the 4th. Calling for it. Give goes to Lowry. Lowry looking to break it left side, and he'll be wrestled down.
Lowry brought down on the tackle. Number 19
by Ashton Bates. Lakeshore setting up on 2nd down. Minute 49 on the clock. Letting it run here as the play comes in. Next week, Lakeshore is going to Westgate to take on Keshawn Boutte, his team. Boutte, a 4-star wide receiver committed to the LSU Tigers.
That'll be a different place to play because they played like 4 of their 4 home games already, right? So yeah, it'll be a different, and it's good. It's
well, they went
to get
to
out there, go to a hostile
Moss Point
environment. Yes.
Yeah.
By number 9, Jude Milford.
The 3rd down for the Titans. It's 21 seconds on the play clock. Under a minute to go.
45 seconds left to go in the game. 3rd and 11 for the Titans. Let's get live.
And this one, they'll run this play, and then that'll do it, for the game. Westcott calls for it, takes it himself, and he'll be wrestled down there by Kenneth Jackson. And that is the 27th win in a row in the regular season for the Lakeshore Titans.
Good, tough, hard victory right there over DeLaSalle, who obviously acquitted themselves real well, but were undermanned tonight.
So Lakeshore takes it 35-14. Let's go ahead and send our thank yous to those who helped bring you this game, starting with our superintendent, Mr. Trey Folse, our director of broadcasting, Dr. Melody Menard, sideline cameraman, Rhett Sharp, cameraman, editor, and coordinator of Channel 13, Dave the Ray Williams, color analyst, Coach Tiger Edward So from Lakeshore High School, where the Lakeshore Titans defeat DeLaSalle 35-14. My name is Grant Yenny. Good night. You are now leaving the Prep Zone.